Today I'm going to show you two ways to use the pen tool. Now, if you open Lesson 8, here you see a spaceship, and it has a template, which I really have never found to be very useful. So I'm going to put the eye out on this template here, and we will go to the pen tool here in the toolbox. And I'm going to show you how to start. Now, it's not a good idea to start at a corner. So we're going to start in the middle of a curve here, and I'm going to click and drag. And you drag the handle tangent to the curve you want to make, and you make the handle approximately 1/3 of the size of the arc you wish to make. So I did that, and I'm going to come down here and like this. And there we have it. Okay, so now this handle is going in the wrong direction, and I need to change directions. So I'm going to hold down the Alt key on the PC, and that would be the Option key on the Mac, and I will click. And you see it gets rid of that handle. And I'm just going to click and drag here so I get a nice curve. And again, the handle is in the wrong place, so I will hold down my Alt key and Option key on the Mac and make a curve here like this. And I'm just going to go around, always moving in the direction of my line. Now, this is much too long here, so I'm going to get rid of this handle right here by holding down my Alt key. There we go. And then drawing here. And again, I'm going to change direction, so I'll hold down my Option key or Alt key and make a curve there. And again, it's going in the wrong direction, so I'll go like that. Put a point down here and here. And again, this is going in the wrong direction. I want to go in this direction, so I'll hold down my Alt key, Option key on the Mac, and curve. Again, Alt or Option. Now this is a straight line here. I'm going to click and drag here. And all the time I'm moving in the direction of the line and making straight lines here. And I'm going to finish by clicking and dragging on this anchor point, and we know that we're going to close this because there's a little circle next to the pen tool. I'll just, oops, we have to go in the right direction here. There we go. There we are. Perfect. Okay, so now we have our path, and here's the path panel. And if you don't know how to get that up, you just go to Window and Paths. Now, with the path panel selected here, we go to the icon down here and say Load Path as a Selection. Now, when you started out, you had to make sure that you had path selected up here in the option bar. That's very important. Now, because you worked so hard to save that selection, we want to go and save it so we can use it in another time. So let's go to Select in Save Selection. We're going to call this Spaceship 1. Okay, so let's deselect that now. So we go to Select and Deselect. We could also go and click on the bottom here of this particular of the layers panel, and that would select everything, deselect everything also. So, all right, now I'm going to show you a different way of making a drawing and using the pen tool. So instead of clicking and dragging and trying to make curves. I'm just going to make straight lines. This sometimes is easier for people. If you are having, and I'm just going to put straight lines down here. Now, if you find that you are having difficulties drawing, hold your wrist, and that will give you a little additional help in drawing. Okay, I'm just about done here. I have one more, and I'm going to close, and you can see the circle next to the pen tool. So now I have everything selected. Now, we have a path selection tool and a direct selection tool. The path selection tool will select the whole path. The direct selection tool will select one anchor point in the path. So I'm going to start up here with the direct selection tool on this anchor point. And I'll click right on it, and I know it's selected because it's black and the others are all clear. So then after that, I'm going to go to the Convert Anchor Point tool, and I will just click on that and drag. Now this handle here is a little too long, so I'll just pull that in. Okay, so I've got that one done, and I'll go back to the Direct Selection tool and click here. And we always are going in the direction of our line. And here's the Convert Point tool. And there we go. And this is definitely too long, this handle here, so just pull that in where I want it. There we go. Okay. Then we'll go to the Direct Selection tool again, and I'll click here, and then to the Convert Anchor Point, and just make a very nice curve here, and go to the Direct Selection tool again, and there we go. Make a curve there. Oh, I think maybe I don't want to do that. Maybe I want to be on this point here. And I'm going to hold my, when I go to my Convert Point tool, I'm going to hold down my Alt key here and make a nice curve. That makes only one handle then instead of another handle coming in this direction. So I will go now and select this anchor point and go to the Convert. And let's see what we get here. There we go. This is pretty good. Okay. And back to the Direct Selection tool. I'll come here to this point, hold down my Alt key, and make a curve there. And here I'm going to select this anchor point and go to my Convert and just click that way. There we go. All right. And there you have it. The whole thing is selected. I'm going to come to the Paths panel and click on the Select Load Path as a Selection. And there we have our selection very nicely. And we will go to Save Selection. And this one I will call Spaceship 2. So there you have it. Two ways of drawing with the pen tool. You can use this method to create shapes or to make selections. Goodbye now.